try this one more time. Had some technical difficulties, some children difficulties, and you know, it is what it is. Okay, so um, about that life. I'm gonna drink these in the camera so everybody can see like I'm really doing it. I'm gonna keep up with it as much as possible. Just as a mark to me, it'll keep me going. It'll keep me honest and on my stuff. So this I'm gonna take them in color order. I don't know which one is considered to be lighter. I consider orange to be lighter. This is the Ginger Cayenne Immunity by So Good So You. That's what it is. And this is what I'm on today. I was on this one yesterday. This is the Soul Tea. Sorry. Turmeric super shot. And it's just organic turmeric and organic lemon. And it really, it says organic apple fruit juice, organic black pepper. And those are the accompanying ingredients. It's really no, and it tastes like what it tastes like. I left this in here, but I also left it in the refrigerator because when I infuse it with my next shot, like with my own mixture, it's just, I mean, it won't hurt. It's still some good. So, I would say wash it out. That's just my personal preference. It doesn't bother me. So yeah. That's the shot that I took. I also have Boathouse. But yeah, this is what I drink in the morning when I don't want to eat. Getting the kids up, don't want to wake up and just start eating straight away. One, it might be too heavy. Two, you know, if I can drink a juice in the morning, or I'll juice myself, which is what I'm about to start. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been doing that. I'm more of a blender person, which is lazy when you got the equipment to do it. But yeah, these are really good. The sea boosts, I try to get anything that got immunity boosters in it because it's that season. And you want your immunity to stay up higher anyway, but in the fall and in the winter, that's my friend. Year round, greens, that's my friend. And like I said, that's immunity as well, immunity boost. But greens is always good, just with your system. Staying regular as well. And the turmeric black pepper carrot is what I did yesterday. And it do have a little spice, but it's not, I'm not a fan of carrot at all, and it's not what I thought. Turmeric is a little strong to me too, but in that Boathouse drink, I think it'll be to many people's liking. Nature's Promise, I've been using their products. Everything seems a little bit lighter. I'm always drinking like almond milk. I know people like whatever. People have a problem with everything. It's always a con. I feel good. I do what feels good to me, and I feel good when I drink almond milk. I don't feel good when I drink soy milk. I was always deterred. I never got on the soy wave. I'm a cashew. Cashews are good. Cashew milk, almond milk. So yeah, you don't necessarily need milk, but if I'm gonna milk anything, I don't feel like it should be a cow. Um, so a plant, I would rather milk a plant than a cow. Personal preference. Before these get hot, let me go ahead and get it popping. I'm in the. I'm just gonna take it. Like I said, it's my first time doing these, so I'll let you know what it's like. And I do mine like a real shot. But there's no way in the world I knew it was gonna be that cayenne in there like that. I read ginger cayenne. You taste the ginger. And if you ain't ready, you taste the cayenne. Whew. Yeah. Very good for the health people who know, like, who are familiar with how that cayenne works. Cayenne and black pepper and stuff. It can kick. But it's a kick in the right direction. So I would recommend this for me or for somebody that's not into it a little bit more. Spice it with a little bit of orange juice. Chase it with some Fiji water because I'm fine now. It's a little linger, but it's not unbearable. And then you got almond milk. This is the beauty. So my skin I've been dealing with, I usually have extremely clear skin. I know my age has something to do with the changes in my baby face appearance, but I also have, have to stop knocking over the phone. That's what I have to do. But this right here, that's my mom. These little marks right here, I'm not used to having those, and I don't like them. So I've been washing my face. I don't like a lot of stuff on my face. I do have a turmeric soap that I have to try out, and that's for my face. And then I want to get another similar bar for my front and back private area up under my cleavage area as well. I want to try it. I want to see if it's good for my face. It's turmeric. If turmeric, all this stuff is good for our body and internally intaking it. Like, I want to see what it's going to do for my skin. So, the beauty, though, not to get side noted, the beauty, I want from the inside work. So, I wash my face. I'm a simple person. I'll wash it with water. I wash with plain white Dove soap. I do use an exfoliating circle, like one of the scrubs that has like the scrub on one side and the pad on the other, the soft pad, terry cloth. I use that for my face, so I go and gently exfoliate, and then I wipe up, keep my face, youthful in appearance as much as possible. And I'm a big fan of raw shea butter. I used to be a cocoa, but I grew up on cocoa butter. Petroleum jelly is good for your feet, but I would not put it on my face. It works. Your mom had you shined up at the bus stop. It worked. I just, as an adult, I think our pores change, and I don't want to. That petroleum jelly is heavy. I don't want to put it on my face. It's good for the winter time. You won't be whipped up and chapped. That's more so my lips and my feet. Cocoa butter can go on your lips. I did shea butter on my lips yesterday for the first time, and it was good. But I'm more petroleum jelly than a lip gloss kind of girl. It gives me the shine, and it's actually doing something for my lips. Neosporin does too. But don't taste it. Do not lick your lips with that Neosporin. You let that set in, and you put on what you're going to put on. Because if you taste that Neosporin, You think somebody poison you. But yeah, wash my face. So that's the outside skincare, and I want to go in with the beauty shot. Skin beautification throughout your body. So yeah, that's. Oh, let me shake. All right. Unfortunately, I thought that one would be more pleasant than it was. It cool. It's good to take after that ginger cayenne. I'll say that. Um, it's not offensive at all. It just wasn't as flavorful as I would have liked, and it's watery inconsistency. So, um, this one looks like it's gonna be that way. I didn't expect that one to be that way though. You can kind of tell it's watery. It's not like a thick. Orange juice is thick because it has a pulp anyway. So that's what was in the first one, and that's probably why I was expecting the same consistency. But it's not the same shot, and it's not the same ingredients. This, excuse me. And by the way, I did not eat. I don't like to eat. Well, I've just been, you know, doing my thing. I've been more so on this. If I can get a liquid in before I really, really get hungry, I'm gonna do that. I'm not really pressed. Because there's things to supplement. If you can be held, just be held. Don't think, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I gotta eat breakfast, and you're really not hungry. I had a bad habit of doing that because how we were big eaters, you know. So how I was raised, like, get something to eat, which we eat good. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna eat good, but I've gotten out of. I gotta get me some lunch because it's 12. Think about it. You eat. We get up early, so we really would have ate at like 7 or 8. My mom is an early riser, and my sister is too. She's a hard worker, so she gets up early. So we don't eat necessarily close together, but having to eat that many times, and you don't have to, you don't realize it because you're used to it. You're used to eating, and your appetite is gonna go with whatever you give it. So when I stopped eating the first few days, I would break, but I wouldn't break hard. Like, I wouldn't go a couple hours without eating, then break and eat everything in my kitchen. And when I notice myself engorging myself like that, or like eating more than one thing, like I go without eat what we would consider a meal, which would be like a chicken sandwich and a fry, and then go back and eat a whole nother like set of whatever stew, beef, and rice. That's a whole nother meal. But because I had waited so long and I was used to eating and I was so hungry, I would like make myself feel like, oh, it's okay because I didn't eat, so I gotta make up. You don't have to make up for it. You ate something. Be sustained. You don't have to do all that. So a lot of it is that getting these or the juices to suppress appetite, drinking water in between to fill yourself, and then stopping while eating. If you are eating, don't scarf down your food because you don't have time to be conscious of the fact of your stopping point. Because you can be eating, and if you shoveling, you can shovel and go, oh, and you were already full like 2 or 3 bites ago, but now you in there, you eating. So just be aware of things like that because you don't want to make yourself engorged. That's not a good feeling, and it expands your stomach. So next time you go to eat, that's your new capacity. So you're gonna eat until you're full. You don't even necessarily have to eat till you're full either. If you're a conscious eater and you eat a couple of bites and you have a conversation and you go back to it and you say, well, I'm not necessarily stuffed, but I'm satisfied. I can either come back to that meal later if it's something that can be preserved, or throw it away. Throw it away. It's okay. Get you some water if you get hungry in between later. If you think you're going to be hungry later and you're satisfied then, water will sustain you until you get to your next fresh meal that can be prepared the right way. So that's just stuff that I've been experiencing myself. Detox. It's what it's about for me right now. I'm trying to flush out everything that I have whatever going on. Even from the baby, like our son is 9 months, but even from the baby, I don't feel like I did a good enough detox for myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on it, because this is stuff that I was supposed to be doing when he got here, but didn't. So now I am. So that's kind of what it's about for me at this point. So shake it up. Try not to make a mess, act like an adult. And I'm relieved to find out it's strong. It is what I like. I love pineapple, and that'll get me through this right here. So I did those three, and honestly, being conscious of what's going on, I could sip some water and be okay. I can do liquids today if I really was into it. I may have a sandwich, kind of like just so I don't have an excuse to be hungry. But I think I'm gonna hold off on it. I was about to fix it, but I hadn't started yet because I wanted to see how I felt. And I actually feel like I can drink some water and eat a sandwich maybe later this afternoon. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's about 1 o'clock now. So about 3, I might eat something. And like I said, I may eat a sandwich now, but then I wouldn't be eating until maybe 6:30. 6 or 6:30. Because if I eat around 6 or 6:30, I'll eat something light, like a shrimp scampi, and then I'm on liquid for the rest of the night. May have a glass of wine. Alcohol does not help in your journey with weight, but it helps with gut health, and that's biblical. Don't be a drunkard, but yeah, you can partake. Yeah, so that was probably the best one, I'll say, the detox. And like I said, that's what I'm on. So I took those today just because I had them kicking around. I'm going to for sure be on these every day. These are green. These are detox. I have my boat house, so I'll probably do this. This will be my combination. Because I'm getting my greens in. I will probably give this to the children in the morning, so they can build up that immunity going to school. So this will probably be for the kids. I'll get my greens in and stuff in here, and then we'll do some immunity